You are all awoken, as you are every day, with the lights turning on automatically in your windowless, sterile rooms. Around you, you see the same four steel walls, the single bed, the simple desk. The door opens, and your handlers arrive to bring you to breakfast. You are sat at separate tables and served a simple, nutritious breakfast with a side of orange juice. You have 15 minutes to eat, at which point you are bid to stand, and the handlers bring you all into a briefing room with a mirrored wall ahead of you. You are each given a chair, while your handlers stand behind you. Some time has passed since your last dive together. As you wait for the debrief, please remind us who you are and what each of you look like. Let's begin with Agent Draper.
Hey everybody, I am Agent Draper. Agent Draper, he kind of looks like me, except whereas before he was always kind of a disheveled mess, Draper seems to look a lot cleaner. It's as if he's finally answered Control's request to get his haircut and his beard trimmed, and he is dressing nicely. Looks like his clothes are nicely pressed, and he's got a big smile on his face, and he's going along with everything that Control asks of him.
Agent Cooper.
Hey, folks. Agent Cooper, man. He's about 5'9", 5'10", little on the shorter side, skinny, not even in like a athletic way, just skinny, just skinny. Um, got blonde hair, kind of in a very like regulation crew cut, old school crew cut, and then um, blue eyes behind thick framed horn rimmed glasses. Um, Always very skittish, surprising precisely no one at this point. Just looking around, waiting almost perpetually for the other shoe to drop. That's Cooper for you.
And Agent Harper.
Agent Harper has like reddish brown hair and it's cut short with like natural waves, but much like Agent Draper, her hair looks like maybe it was actually kind of maintained and cared about this morning. She is also looking a lot healthier than she has been. There are no bags under her eyes. She looks very well rested, and her skin is almost brighter, if that makes sense. She doesn't necessarily look like she's bulked up or anything, but she is holding her body a little differently, almost like more confident, if that were even possible. But somehow looks slightly more relaxed also.
A door to your left opens, and an older man with a shock of white hair and a pressed black suit enters, a folder under his arm. He sits and reveals a hostile personality debrief. Agents, this is Linus, last spotted in the cafe district of Blue City. You are to apprehend them and return to Control. Any questions?
When you say apprehend, same SOP, right? Pin them and right is right.
Of course.
Cool. All right. That's a hell of a rap sheet for a 17-year-old. Extortion, racketeering, and kidnapping.
And this is why you've been called in, Agent Cooper.
Looks like an easy target to me. I think we'll do just fine.
Good to hear, Agent Draper. He stands after a beat and says, Agent Harper, congratulations. You will be the lead on this case. Please ensure that you are communicative and efficient in the field.
Of course.
Control will be watching, he says, and he looks at each of you in turn and leaves. You are all escorted into the auditorium, a familiar thing at this point. You are all strapped into a table by your handlers, and nodes are attached to your temples, your chests, and your wrists. Finally, your handlers each place a mask connected to a large metal tank by a thick tube over your nose and mouth. A voice, unfamiliar, comes over the speaker.
You know the drill. Eyes closed. Count backwards from 10.
You feel the cool air from the tube hit your face. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, darkness. The first thing you hear is the rain. Agent Draper, the next thing you hear is the rolling of metal wheels, the whir of a revolving door, and the ding of a counter bell. You smell carpet cleaner, cigarette smoke, and free coffee. You open your eyes and you find yourself on the stage of a hotel ballroom. Agent Cooper, the next thing you hear is the rumble of wheels on a track, a crackle of an announcement in the distance. You smell old chewing gum and cigarette smoke. You open your eyes and you are sitting at the trolley station. A suitcase sits beside you. Agent Harper. The next thing you hear is the thrum of a large fan. You smell stale coffee, chalk, and cigar smoke. You open your eyes and you are sitting in a large industrial room with a wide wooden table in the middle, covered in papers. You are not surprised to find that you are no longer in your standard issue scrubs. Instead, you wear dark suits, and on your left lapel, a small silver pin with a question mark engraved on it. What would you all like to do?
Well, I think we'll do our usual where we try to meet up. I certainly won't make a big stink. I'll just get up from where I am and smile and walk towards the nearest exit.
You step down off the stage, and do you look around as you're exiting, or do you just
Yeah, I was certainly
beeline?
trying to understand the smells and the sounds I was hearing.
First off, it is very clear you are in a hotel ballroom of some kind. There are seats lined up facing the stage. Littered across the floor and the seats are pamphlets. Some of them open, some of them shut around you.
Well, certainly curious as to what was going on here. I'll probably pick up a pamphlet and take a look as I walk.
Your face smiles up at you.
That'll probably stop me in my tracks. Looking at the back, the front, there's no writing. It's just a face or
Oh,
picture
there's
of me.
writing. There's plenty of
Hmm.
writing, but you can't read it. You're in Blue City, after all.
Right. Does it read? Does it look like a resume where on the back there's a bunch of garble, or does it look like there's writing all over the front and back?
It looks like if you went to some kind of show or a conference, the front is like, it's the front of a welcome to wherever. And then the inside is an agenda of sorts. You can see
I
the
see.
lines are separated, though you cannot read times or titles.
I'll pocket it and just keep walking.
Okay. You exit the ballroom itself, and you find yourself in a very nice hotel. Sort of Art Deco in design, fashionable people all over, crisp suits on the bellhops with their little jaunty hats. And on either side of the door that you step out of are large posters featuring you, smiling, clean-shaven, hair coiffed in a beautiful suit.
Well, worried that somebody might notice me, I'll probably kind of hide my face a bit with the pamphlet and keep walking out, but I'm gonna take note of that.
Okay. You find yourself outside on the streets of Blue City. It is, as always, misting a little bit. Where would you like to go?
I think at this point we've got a routine. I'll find a lamppost and post up under it.
Okay. Agent Cooper.
Yeah. This suitcase
Mhm.
next to me.
Yeah.
Is there an owner also with me, or does it look like it belongs to me?
It is right next to your calf on the ground.
I don't like this at all. So I am going to kind of look around and very shakily reach down and pick it up and pop it open.
Inside, you find clothing. Not neatly folded or anything, as if someone has hastily grabbed shirts and ties and jackets and pants and underthings and socks and a pair of shoes and shaving kit and just chucked it in this bag and shut it and run out the door.
Okay. I'm going to close it and kind of take a moment to consider what it might possibly mean, because never before has Cooper emerged in Blue City with anything other than what's on his person. I'll stand and kind of just look around and then immediately, yeah, like the SOP, make his way out of the trolley station, or at least away from it, and look for like up and down the street for a lamppost.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me intuition or navigation, please.
Pleasure. I can do that. Intuition, navigation's good. So that's going to be a 12.
It doesn't take you long through the mist to find Agent Draper posted up in front of a very fashionable looking hotel, with the awning up top and taxis pulling in and pulling out. Just there, waiting for you.
Head up to him. Hey, Draper.
Hello, Cooper.
How's it going?
Things are going great. I'm looking forward to finishing this.
You okay?
Yeah, everything's great.
You're like super Stepford Wivesy right now.
Do you not like my suit?
I love it. You look great, man. I mean,
Thank you.
yeah. Say, when you came through, did you have anything with you?
I had my suit on. You're saying when I appeared, was there something else?
Yeah. When I woke up, I had this fucking suitcase with me.
Oh, well, that's unusual. I did find something, and I'll pull out the photo.
What the motherfuck is that?
I think we shouldn't worry about it. I'm sure whatever's going on, Control has it figured out, right?
Oh, Control. I'm spending a commendation point to activate my writer ability.
What is that?
That's my ability to read written material in Blue City.
Ooh.
Okay. You do so. And you take a look at this pamphlet. It is an agenda, as I mentioned, of a day of speeches, a day of learning, a day of a gentleman, a businessman who will help you make millions with just a few tricks.
Well, looks like down here you're a kind of a business self-help dude, public speaker.
I mean, I haven't been doing that, but I guess I have been interacting with a lot of the folks.
That's wild. That's fucking crazy.
I'll look up at the sky and look down at him and be like, well, probably best not to worry about it for now, right?
Right. Yeah. Here's your pamphlet back.
Thanks. And I'll put it away.
Meanwhile, Agent Harper, what would you like to do?
I still haven't opened my eyes, and as usual, I am memorizing the smells and the sounds of where I am. Take a deep breath, and when I opened my hostile personality debrief, there was a note inside. And I had clenched that in my fist. And as I'm opening my eyes, I would like to open my fist and see if it's still there.
Make an access roll, please.
That is exactly an 11.
It is.
Great. I slip that into my pocket.
Mhm.
And then I will head out to try to find the voice.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an intuition or a navigation roll, please.
Okay.
I'm freaking out, man. I don't like this.
That's a fail. That's a 9.
Everybody move an item from one container to the next. You find yourself on the streets of Blue City. You thought it would be familiar by now. This is your third dive after all. You've done quite a bit of training to navigate here, but everything seems wrong. Weirdly familiar, but not in the way Blue City is, and you start to wander. First, it's the warehouse. You get all turned around. You can't find your way out. The place seems as if it's been abandoned for a very long time. But eventually, you're on the street. And again, it's not the shops and the cafes and the buildings that you're used to, the kind of 1950s style strip mall almost sort of thing. The buildings look taller. It looks more industrial. And there's a sense of anxiety, I think, that rises in you for a moment. And you peek down an alleyway trying to get your bearings, and you see darkness. At first, it just looks like normal darkness. It just looks like the sun isn't hitting this alleyway. But then you realize it's not that. It's a void. It feels like it's trying to suck you in to the dark, like your chest is being ripped out. Your stomach is crawling through your throat, and you can feel it pull you down the alleyway. Draper and Cooper, you see Harper walk down the street and stop and stare down an alleyway and just stop. Her eyes focused, her complexion going pale.
Oh, there she is. I'll point in her direction.
Yeah.
What's she looking at?
I don't know. Hey, Harper?
You hear them, but it's if they're very far away. Maybe even down the alleyway.
I think knowing what I know, like what Draper said before about the darkness that he saw in the slaughterhouse, I think I'm like trying to look away from it, but it's just something about it. And then hearing the voice that I think is coming from the alleyway, I'm trying to avert my eyes, but I'm still just locked in.
Yeah, if she doesn't respond to us, I think I'd probably start walking in her direction.
Absolutely.
Harper, just kind of yelling out.
Harper, go ahead and make for me a force roll, please.
Force.
Use the force, Harper.
13. No, 12. I can do math.
Either way, it's higher than 11. And that second call from Draper pulls you out of that void again. And you jolt, and he's suddenly behind you. The buildings are normal again. Normal for Blue City, anyway. Short, vintage, if you will. And the mist is falling around you.
Hi.
Welcome back, Harper.
You good, Harper?
Yeah, I'm good. Let's find a phone, okay? And I'm gonna start looking around to find a phone to contact control.
Yeah, hey, congrats on the whole promotion thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of, and I turn to face them again, like I was kind of walking off and I turned to face them. I think I'm lead agent because I've proven to be the best at the job because I follow the rules. And I look very, very knowingly into Draper's eyes as I say my next sentence. If you follow my orders and are objective, we won't have to worry about having any static any faster than necessary.
Draper shows nothing on his face. He just extends his arms. Says, "Congratulations, Harper." Goes to shake it.
Shake his hand. Yeah.
Hey, did you
All right.
I ended up with this. Have you ever heard of anybody showing up with shit before?
No, but I'll be sure to report that to control.
Also report that it seems like I've become a minor celebrity here in town, and I'll show them the pamphlet as well.
Yeah, he's a business self-help expert guy.
At least it's a good picture.
Thanks.
Okay, all right, time out. What the fuck is happening? I feel like I've had a stroke. Have I had a stroke? I don't smell omelets, and I don't smell toast. What the fuck is going on?
Cooper, all you need to know is I realize I need to be doing my job. Don't you remember our conversation?
Yeah, no, I guess. Yeah, I just didn't expect it to be so fucking creepy.
Jeez, I didn't know acting like a normal person is creepy to you.
Cool. All right. All right. As long as y'all are okay, that's all I care about. That's it. That's it. All right.
We'll let you know if something's wrong.
All right. Can I take a moment? Like, I don't know. This suitcase is weird. Can I take a moment to go through the suitcase, see if there's anything else in there?
Yeah. Harper, are you going to stick around while he does that, or are you going to go inside and grab a phone?
I think I'll go inside and grab a phone.
Okay.
Probably for the better.
So Harper, you step inside. You're right in front of the hotel. You may as well, I assume, if you're good with that.
Yeah.
You see the same thing that Draper did. The posters with his face, the ballroom littered with pamphlets similar to what you saw before. And there's a bank of phones just to the side of the foyer.
Okay, I'll pick it up and report
Make
to
your
control.
access roll. Yeah.
12.
The phone rings and then connects, and you hear,
Control.
Yeah, this is Harper. We're all together. But something's weird. Draper's face is all over the place as I'm like looking around. Draper's face is all over the place, and Cooper showed up with a suitcase.
there's a pause. And then a different voice.
Agent Harper, if you would please ensure, as you are working through Blue City today, to keep an eye out for any additional anomalies of this kind, it would be very beneficial to your advancement were you to provide us with feedback and insight.
Do these anomalies have anything to do with the hostile personality, or is this unrelated?
Unrelated, but above your clearance level. For now.
Yeah, she kind of like mouths that as they say it, and then we'll hang up.
Meanwhile, outside, Agent Cooper, do you just drop it on the ground and pop it open, or where are you going through the suitcase?
Yeah, I'm kind of like I want to be a little bit obscured from public view. So I want to kind of, I know we were by an alleyway, so I kind of want to duck down and put some walls in between me and any potential observers.
Okay, you can easily do that. There's trash bins and stuff you can use as a table.
Yeah. Yeah, I pop it open. I'm gonna start like going through it. I'm like gonna squeeze the pockets of like the clothes. I'm gonna check the shaving kit. Just check the shoes. Just look for anything that might be concealed or hidden.
I will allow an investigation or an intuition roll.
All right. I can absolutely do that. Let's see what we got. Be a 12.
Okay. The first thing you notice as you're going through this bag is that the clothes would fit you without a question. They are your size. The shoes are your size. The smell of the shaving cream brings back a moment on the tip of your brain of a memory of a sink filled with hot water. There isn't much in the way of personal effects, except for a photograph buried deep in the bag, as if it was the first thing that was dropped in. It's in a frame, but the frame is broken. It is of you and another man, standing in front of a door of a business, a red ribbon that has been cut. You're both smiling, wearing suits, brown and blue, respectively. You look as if you are friends? Business partners? Hard to say.
Anything look familiar, Cooper?
Check this shit out. And I'll hold up the photo.
Do you know who that is?
I've got no fucking idea.
This clothes, you don't recognize any of it?
The smell? It's like right there on the tip of my tongue. It's like an itch at the back of the brain. I can't place it.
Well, that's certainly unusual, right?
Yeah.
Probably have to report it to control.
Sure will. I'll kind of take the photo back. I'll slip it in a pocket, and I'll leave the suitcase.
You remove it from the frame?
I do, yeah.
On the back of the photo, it says 2002, and there are names on them. The camera pans away as you flip the photo over, and it focuses in on the blue pen that is written on the back. And Agent Harper, this is the moment that you appear behind the group, and I'd like everyone to move an object from one container to the next.
Okay.
You are back together again. What would you like to do?
What'd I miss?
Oh, nothing that we can't talk about at a later date.
Should we get moving then?
Let's do it.
You all head down the road towards the trolley station, and for Cooper, back towards the trolley station. The mist continues to fall, and you arrive, and you wait, and the trolley arrives, and the door slides open.
Oh,
While we were waiting, I'm going to wander into a certain direction and see if I can't find something familiar.
Okay.
Probably on the column or something nearby.
Okay. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for something I left. If you recall, Farah.
Mhm.
I want to find it, and I'd like to try to get it without the other two noticing, if that's possible.
Go ahead and make an access roll for me, please.
Okay.
Or an intuition.
I'll go seek out Clarence.
Okay.
And do you want me to say my name now so we can edit, we can splice it back in?
We'll find a moment, don't you worry.
Okay.
I rolled an 11 for an access roll.
You find it. You pocket it. Make your way back to Harper. Meanwhile, Agent Cooper, you realizing that you have forgotten to check in with Clarence, run back, and he's still there in his colorful shirt and his straw hat, and he smiles up at you, says, "Hey,
Hi, Clarence.
welcome
Can I
back."
get yeah, thanks. Can I get some tokens?
Yeah, you bet. And he reaches down under his thing and holds a hand out to you,
I'll take them.
drops it in your hand, holds a hand out.
No, I'll conjure up some money. I'm guessing with an access roll.
No, there's just money in your pocket when you need
Oh,
it.
cool. All right, yeah, I'll hand it over.
Okay. Says, good luck. Tips his hat.
Thanks. Stay safe.
I always am.
Yeah, and I'll head out. He'll head back to the trolley station.
Harper and Draper, you are alone for a few moments. Do you say anything to each other?
Harper, I had a dream.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was. We were all at the beach. Bright sunny day. I had made a sand castle, the kind you see in a magazine, one of those big extravagant ones. Cooper was there, and he was all sunburnt, but he wouldn't put on any sunblock. And you were there. You were under a big beach umbrella, sipping a pina colada with a big stupid grin on your face. And that's when I knew I was dreaming.
Sounds nice.
It was nice, yeah.
Are you sure it was a dream?
I hope it wasn't. But can't be too sure these days. It's hard to tell.
I
I
think
think we're getting better. I think this is going to be a quick one, right?
I think so. In and out. And I just look up at the sky again. And then I think there's a little pause. And Harper goes to say, "We need to talk about something." But I think that's when Cooper is approaching again, and she stops.
Cooper rejoins the group, and after a moment or two, the trolley appears, doors slide open.
We'll give our tokens and step in.
Okay. The trolley is empty, and it dings as it drives down the track.
I think Draper will participate in conversation, but there's this kind of calmness about him where he's just kind of enjoying the view, taking it all in. He'll look to his allies and kind of smile, but he's not really initiating much conversation.
Yeah.
Cooper's just staring at this picture, at this photo.
You flip it over
What is that?
again.
I found it in the suitcase. It's me.
With someone else.
Craig Moore. Roger Foley.
You remember your name?
It's on the back.
Oh.
Guess I'm Roger. You're gonna have to tell Control about this, aren't you, Harper?
After. But yeah.
I'll tell him too. And if I never see you again, it's been great working with you.
Hey, Cooper. There's no need to be ridiculous. I mean, they'll figure it out. I mean, maybe we just leave it back here. We don't have to mention anything, right?
They already know. Maybe
I don't know if they do.
Maybe they're the ones that fucking put it there, like a test, right?
Maybe.
Why? What? That. A part of me was thinking that maybe you left it behind. Maybe it's always been here or something.
I don't know anything. I don't know how any of this works anymore. This is. Oh God. Yeah.
Things are definitely different, but I think we should continue as planned and just keep doing our jobs.
Yep. I agree. Do you want this, Harper? Should I just give it to him? When you back?
Who's to say you can even bring it with you?
Well, yeah, good point. I'll tell him.
Something occurs to you, Agent Cooper, when you were perusing that pamphlet that Draper had. There were names listed in that too.
Yeah, Draper says your name is
Well, I don't want to hear it.
Okay. All right.
And Draper takes the hardest pause he's ever had to take, and just I'd rather not know.
Yeah, fair enough. Harper, did you come through with anything? Did you find anything?
No, I haven't seen my face plastered anywhere either, so.
You're just not as popular, I guess.
You wouldn't lie to us, would you?
Of course not. What would I have to gain from lying to you?
Well, you gain higher access, which was kind of our plan, but I trust you.
Yeah, I trust you. I trust you too.
You don't look like a Roger.
Thanks, I think. I don't know how to respond to that. Yeah. It's a mind fuck this time. I mean, it's always been a mind fuck, but this time, I don't know, something's different. This is new.
Well, let's be on our guard. Remember, we still have a job to do, and this person's got a unusual rap sheet, so...
Fucking 17-year-old named Linus. Fucking extortion, kidnapping. What else?
Environmental manipulation. That concerns me.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone we've gone after has had some ability to manipulate the environment.
I wonder why they want him out of Blue City.
Right, yeah. No, that's obvious to me.
What's our approach?
Well, we'll be in the cafe district. There'll be restaurants and lots of seating and things like that. Good question, though. I'm not sure. He's not a celebrity.
Yeah, the first guy we had to fight, the second guy came willingly. I don't know what to think about this one.
Sounds like a douchebag. We're probably gonna have to... I don't know. And we got you, Harper. You're the rock'em sock'em fucking robot of the group, so...
I don't know. Unless they run, the other two haven't... Well, I take that back. The first one was pretty resistant to us.
Well, yeah, he was an asshole.
Maybe we just try to find him first and then figure it out from there.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, getting ahead of ourselves. Just if something happens to me, just don't go looking.
What are you talking about?
Why
Nothing's
would you
going to
say
happen.
something like that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they're not crazy about us knowing anything about who we were. Call me crazy, but
That's a fair guess, but we don't know what we don't know yet. So just let's do our job and we'll figure it out as we go.
All right. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I wonder what Harper's name is. It's
I
not
don't even want
Karen.
to guess.
Fuck off.
Maybe Stephanie.
Harper
like
does like
Stephanie.
laugh a little bit and just look down.
You look like a Stephanie. Or a Jessica.
I don't like that
Stephanie.
any better than Karen.
All right, let's go.
The trolley pulls into the station and the doors slide open. The cafe district is beautiful, even in the mist. The streets are paved with gray stones that shimmer beneath the streetlights. The buildings are French-style townhomes with small Juliet balconies, and they're lined with manicured hedges and flower beds, and the bottom floor of many of the buildings are dedicated to storefronts and, unsurprisingly, cafes. The individuals here walk with a relaxed air. Despite the drizzle, many sit on patios beneath large umbrellas and inside large open windows, enjoying coffees and cakes, while still others stroll between shops with paper and cloth bags over their arms. Where do you go?
All right, how about we split up and I'll start down at the other end and you guys start at this end.
Maybe look for something that, something out of place. Like if he can manipulate the environment, maybe he's fucking with the layout.
It's a good point, yeah.
Yeah, I'm really just gonna start looking for anything out of place, like a street that shouldn't be where it is, or a building.
I'm looking for his face.
Everyone can give me strategy, investigation, intuition, logistics, intelligence, or navigation. Take your pick. Let me know what you're rolling and if you succeed.
I rolled a 13 on an investigation.
Okay. Anyone else?
What? 12 on investigation.
I am sitting back and watching them assess the situation.
Okay. As you two walk down this road, you realize one of the cafes has a large yellow exclamation point hovering over it.
How fucking subtle.
Yeah.
I don't know.
we'll
I
see
don't
once
think
we
this is the
found.
right place.
Get inside.
Let me do a quick search inside, see if he's there, and I'll just wander in like I'm going to buy a coffee or something.
Okay.
I
Stay
shout
in
an
line.
order. I shout an order at him, like what my coffee,
Hmm.
like the first coffee order that just comes out of my mouth. I shout that as he goes in.
Okay. Inside, the cafe is bright and warm. The floor is black and white tile, and a wide bar lined with stools to the side and polished silver tables sit between red leather booths. It smells of fresh coffee, donuts, and pumpkin pie. It is very busy, but there is a corner booth with 3 seats next to the window.
No sign of our assailant.
No.
Well, the opportunity of 3 booths or 3 chairs is unusual. I'm going to go sit at one of them, and I'd like to... I guess through the window I can just signal them to come in. I'll signal to the others.
Yeah,
You both
head
enter?
in.
Yeah, head on in, sit down.
There's a menu on the table that Cooper, you can read. The options are coffee, whole breakfast, burger and fries, Reuben sandwich, Caesar salad, start game.
As good as a burger and fries sound, I think we need that last option there.
We can't read it, Cooper. What does
Oh,
it say?
Okay, sorry. It's a menu, and at the very bottom it says start game.
The moment you say that, the lights go out.
Of course.
Oh,
they do.
nice.
Oh, shit.
You are encased in silence. And just then, suddenly, the lights come on again, and you are in a large white room, 10 by 10 by 10. On the wall opposite you is the outline of a door. In the middle of the room is a steel table with a computer and keyboard. The monitor, which glows with a sickly green, has a blinking cursor on it.
It just keeps getting worse. It just keeps getting more and more fucked up.
Calm down, calm down. Is anyone particularly good at access or using a computer?
I can navigate with the best of them. I mean, yeah, that's my access out of character access is my highest.
All right, well, Cooper, why don't you take a seat and see what we can figure out here? I'll watch your back.
All right, now we'll sit down. Is there a chair? Yeah, I'll sit down and I'll type hello and enter.
Command not recognized.
Try run or start game.
Yeah, I'll type in start game.
Command not recognized.
Mm-hmm. It's like
The walls are blank.
They are white with the outline of a door.
Type open door.
Yep. Open door. Enter.
The door slides open.
Nice. Okay.
Beyond is a hallway, lined with blue neon.
Real quick, type in change lights to white.
Okay.
See if that does anything.
Lights to white. Enter.
Command not recognized.
So I guess we go through.
Yeah, we'll start walking through the blue hallway.
Yeah, I'll head in first if no one argues.
Yeah.
Everyone move one item from one container to the next. You step into a 30-foot hallway lined with blue neon. Floating above the floor, about 2 feet up, are glowing white spheres about the size of a baseball. You see near the middle of the hall there is a large cartoonish cherry floating at the same height as the balls.
This seems very familiar.
Everyone move an item from one container to the next.
That was quick. Yeah. I'm gonna touch one of the balls.
It disappears.
Oh.
Do you feel better? How do you feel?
Do I? Do I feel better? Do I feel like I've eaten?
No.
I'm gonna go waka 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 and fucking walk down the hallway.
As you step through each of the balls of light, they disappear. Do you step through the cherry?
Yeah, totally.
You hear a sound in the distance. And around the corner at the end of the hallway, you see a dark blue blob cross across in front of you. Running away from you, in fact.
Human-sized?
Probably about 1.5 feet tall.
Oh.
That's right. Didn't the cherry and Pac-Man give you the ability to fuck those things up? So I'm gonna chase after it.
You just take off, and I'm like, what?
I just take off. I'm going after him.
Okay, you run. And
Cooper has lost his mind.
You continue to collect all of the balls of light as you go. And make a athletics or aggression roll, please.
Oh, it does look good.
I'm going to try to keep up after him.
Okay.
That's an 11 on the dot. That's awesome.
You reach the blob just as it starts to flicker, and you touch it and it pops out of existence.
Eat that, motherfucker.
Cooper, don't get too ahead of us.
Okay, all right.
Trying to keep up with him.
Then I start kind of navigating my way through if I can.
What is your aim in this hallway?
Oh. Well, to beat the level, you had to eat everything, right, and not get caught.
Find an exit.
Yeah, I mean, find an exit or just complete the stage.
Okay. Make for me, anyone, strategy, navigation, intelligence, intuition, whatever you deem appropriate.
All right, I'm looking for an exit, so I'll roll investigation.
Okay.
13 for me.
Okay.
13 for me as well.
Harper, are you doing anything or just following the other
I'm
two?
just following. Yeah.
Okay. Agent Cooper, you continue to walk through the hallways and collect glowing dots. Agent Draper, you do find a hallway that seems to go dark at the end. But as you step through, you find yourself hearing the sound of Cooper and Draper as if you've jumped to the other side of the map, if you will. But you are alone.
No. I'll just try to spend the rest of my time finding them again, realizing I probably just have to follow Cooper's lead.
After a few moments trying to find them, you see a bright pink blob coming towards you. What do you do?
If it seems obvious that they have seen me, then I will run.
Okay. Go ahead and make athletics or aggression for me, please.
Okay. That is 11 on the dot.
The pink blob gets very uncomfortably close, and then you turn a corner, and there is a cherry floating in front of you.
Yeah, I'll slap it, and then turn around to face this thing.
It almost bumps into you, but begins to turn around and run the other direction.
Oh, no, you don't, and I'll kick it in the butt.
It pops out of existence.
Feeling invincible, I'll just continue looking now for another one.
Okay. You take an amount of time until you find the last of the glowing white baseballs. And you reconvene perhaps in the middle, and a hole appears in that blue neon wall. Beyond the hole is a primary colored field with bright green smiling hills.
I'm just trying to think what this reminds me of in terms of like a game I played as a kid. I have some theories, but let's just dive in.
You step through?
Yep.
Okay. It feels almost two-dimensional as you step in. There are bricks floating above you. Little mushrooms appear to be walking nearby.
I think I know this one.
Don't know why you're laughing. It's a very serious game that we're playing today. What do you do?
Well, let's go. I'll do like a jump, sideways jump. I'm gonna race the other two to try to get to the end of this. I feel like I played this a lot as a kid. I know where all the secrets are, and I'm gonna go for it.
Okay. Is anyone trying to collect anything, or are you just racing to the end?
I want fireball powers.
I was
Like
gonna call
coins.
it, but
Yeah.
We can race to the fireball powers.
that's fair. Okay, I'll race you to the fireball. The flower.
We're gonna make this a competing access roll, please.
Okay. I failed with 9.
I failed with 8.
Oh!
We're gonna move 2 items
Nice.
from one container to the next. Unfortunately, you only get a mushroom. It's disappointing. You continue to make your way through the green hills, avoiding, I assume, the mushrooms and the turtles. And eventually, up ahead, you see a flagpole and a castle.
Yeah, I'm gonna run for it, see if I can get to the top of that flagpole.
Go ahead and roll athletics for me, please.
Okay. Not my best roll, but here we go. Ooh, yeah, that is 16.
You both watch as Agent Draper steps back and does a flying leap to the top of the flagpole and slides down as the flag turns green, and a flag appears on the castle and the door opens.
Mamma mia. That was fun. I'm out of my sweet spot now, so I'm going to take it a little easier from this point on. Actually, you know what? I think I'll use my meditation ability now that I successfully jumped that flag. I'll take it. That's 7.
Okay.
I'm starting to get the feeling this guy isn't particularly threatening. If this is what his setup is.
Well,
Or they
depends on
could
what
be
game
luring us.
we walk into next, I guess.
Right, yeah. They could be luring us into a trap.
You know what they say, the only way out is through, right?
God damn it.
You step through the castle and find yourself in an office. As the door behind you closes, you hear a voice. The agents stepped through the door and looked around. Seeing the computer monitor, file cabinets, and whiteboard, they realized they were in some kind of office. Realizing the only way was forward, Cooper stepped forward and opened the door.
I turn and look at Cooper.
Yeah, I'll do what the narrator of this particular parable told me to do.
The agents were indeed in an office, and though there were desks and meeting rooms and all manner of office equipment, it was strangely silent. They made their way down the hallway and took the first door on the right.
I don't remember this kind of game, but I don't like being told what to do as well.
No, you don't say. Yeah, just I'll go down and open the door.
How many doors are there?
There are many doors.
Yeah,
So you open it?
I do.
They entered a room with a blue door on the right and a red door on the left. Knowing that right is right, they entered the right-hand door.
Well, they're just spoiling it then for us. I'm gonna open the opposite door.
Yeah,
just
there
to
you
see
go.
what
There you go.
happens.
Yep.
You hear the voice overhead say, "Seriously, are you intentionally ignoring me, or are you really that useless?"
Who are you? I'll call out to it. No response.
I'll open the other door.
You open the door, and you see there are 2 archways ahead of you. Do you enter the room?
Yeah.
The other 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You step through the blue door and find yourself standing in front of 2 archways leading into hallways that end in a large wooden door. On the left, you see lava, swinging axes, and bees. On the right, you see a beautiful field. However, your way is blocked by a turnstile with a coin slot labeled $5. To the right of the beautiful field, a collection of costumes hang on the wall, each with a coin slot next to the hangers, noting $2 each and 10 for the limited edition.
Hard to say no to limited edition. I'll reach in and get $10 and I'll go to the limited edition.
Hell yeah.
You're all getting a limited edition costume?
Yes.
Fucking A right. Yeah.
Glorious. What costume, Draper, do you pick off the wall?
I will pick out a RoboCop costume. I just look like the 1980s RoboCop.
You got it. You pick it off the wall and suddenly it's on you.
Nice. Love the chrome.
Agent Cooper, what is your costume?
Promise not to hate me. Anybody remember that old Sean Connery movie, Zardoz?
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat that giant red mankini with the thigh-high boots.
And the big X across your chest,
Yeah,
the leather
yeah.
straps.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Agent
Smashing.
Harper, what is your costume?
I'm gonna lean into my character inspiration. My costume is basically Black Widow from the Black Widow movie.
Hell yes.
Love that.
You each pick them off the wall, and you are wearing them.
Not bad.
Nice. Yeah.
What are you wearing?
Zardoz, baby.
Oh, I don't know why. Of all the things that I remember, that I do remember that weird movie.
How can you forget it?
Yeah. It is a little weird that we remembered anything at all from outside.
Fuck it. This is the most fun I've had since I ended up in this fucking place, so I'm enjoying it.
I'm glad you went from really terrified to having fun, Cooper. That's good.
Nice change of pace. I'll hold it against me. I'll be back to normal in no time.
So, does it seem like we have to be jumping over things to get to the other side?
There are two archways. The one on the left has lava, swinging axes, and bees. It looks very dangerous and very hard to traverse. The other one is blocked by a paywall. However, it is a wide open field you could just walk through to the door.
Fucking microtransactions. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, if money is no object here, why not?
Yep.
Okay.
I guess I'll spend the $5.
Turnstile, you can walk right through. It's one of those, like, the rotating ones you see in subways.
Love it.
Cooper, Harper, both of you
Oh,
also
yeah.
pay?
Yeah, same.
Yep.
Okay. It is a beautiful, wide open field. And you just walk straight to the door. Do you enter?
Is it like sunlight?
Mhm.
I think I walk really slowly and enjoy that for a moment.
It is nice. Yeah.
Yeah, you nearly forget about the rain here.
Yeah.
Does it seem like we can see another side, an exit of some kind?
The door at the other end.
We're walking to it.
Okay. You make your way to the door. No impediments, it's just there. Do you open it?
Yes.
As you step through, you find yourselves on a wide open battlefield of some kind. Linus is standing there in the middle, smiling at you all.
Hi. Have you enjoyed my little game? Would you like to play one more?
And then Linus begins to duplicate over and over and over. You are surrounded. What do you do?
Is this the bet of how many 7-year-olds you can beat up before you stop? Not exactly sure what to do. Are you familiar with this, Cooper?
No, I'm not. Linus, right?
Yes.
says the voice from dozens of directions.
Can I ask you a question? How the fuck did you end up with that rap sheet?
A little creativity goes a long way.
Who'd you kidnap?
I was just trying to find some information.
Or what were you trying to find out?
Make for me a communication roll, please.
18.
The voices echo around you. And everybody move an item from one container to the next.
There are organizations in this world that strive to change the status quo.
And they all smile.
I was trying to figure out how to get in. Because maybe if I can change the status quo, I can rig the game.
And you did that, right? You were able to get in to Blue City.
Not just Blue City.
Other parts? Other places?
Do you know what Blue City is, Agent?
Why don't you tell us?
They all reach up and tap their head.
What goes on between your ears, not just when you're sleeping, but deeper. Your thoughts, the way you understand the world, it's all there. You just have to understand.
And that's how you were able to get here, right? Just using your thoughts, dreaming?
No. You need special tools. You need to know the way. The people I work with, well, they've figured it out. They've helped crack the code, helped to steal and learn what your precious control knows how to do. We're learning to do too.
Does your group have a name?
That would be too easy, wouldn't it?
What if we told you that we were interested in defecting, interested in helping you? Surely a little bit of trust can come between us. It'd be nice to know who we're working with.
Make a communication or strategy roll for me, please.
I can communicate all right. I am in my green zone, so I'm going to continue rolling. That's 10. Okay, that's 15.
Linus considers you Agent Draper. And they all seem to step a little bit closer at the same time. And you hear
Aegeus is looking for a way in. Are you that way in, Agent?
I could be. You said Aegeus? How would they use me to get in?
They tilt their head.
That's a great question.
And they look off, all of them, in the distance. And they nod. They look back at you and they say,
Look for us, our agents. We exist in the city. We'll reach out. We'll find you. And you will help us with control.
I nod, and while I've been talking, I would also like to see if I can tell any difference between at least the first third or quarter, of them that I can see. Hoping maybe there's a delay or something.
Great minds think alike.
Anyone that wants to roll to do that, to figure out which one is the real Linus, give me a roll and tell me what you're rolling and why it works.
Go for it, Cooper. I'm trying to keep him busy.
Okay.
And if I can, I would like to have just been gradually taking steps, well, like listening intently, but just gradually taking steps forward just toward where he was originally.
They part as you walk. They don't engage. They just part.
I rolled intelligence. I rolled a 12.
It is the original, the real one, has moved from where they were originally. You see, if we're going to use cardinal directions, if Harper is moving north, the real Linus is east of you, your original little pod. You're pretty sure within 5 or so which one might it be, but you're not sure which of the 5.
Yeah. I'll kind of make eye contact with Harper and like flick my eyes in the direction of where I think he may be.
You got it.
I'll just kind of drift in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
You got it, Linus. I'm definitely going to be waiting to hear from you. Whatever you need.
Oh, it won't be me.
And all of their eyes go to Cooper.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Don't you know?
I look at Draper.
What?
All of them kind of look at each other and laugh.
He doesn't know.
And then they look at Cooper again.
He said that you were smarter than that. Maybe he was wrong.
Gardner?
They all nod.
He's alive?
They nod again.
And working with them, if I can assume correctly.
Always good to have an inside man.
What is your end game? What is your objective? And I'm still heading toward where Cooper kind of motioned me towards.
I would like you to also make a communication roll, Harper.
Hey.
In fucking 15.
Whoever has the keys to the city has the keys to up here.
That's not an answer. It's a fucking riddle.
I don't know, how much clearer can they be? They're saying that Control has control of Blue City, and so it's the way they want it to look. And if they have control, they can make it look the way they want to look. And if Blue City is, like we were thinking, a kind of collective unconscious, well, they can control what everybody's thinking.
That way you
They
want to
all
control what everybody
smile.
thinks.
How else do you change hearts but changing minds?
What happens if you
just-
destroy the key?
Humanity is the key, Agent. Do you want to destroy humanity?
And they look uncomfortably excited about that.
I just want out.
Where's Gardner? I want to talk to Gardner.
I'll tell him. He'll find you.
Well, we shouldn't leave empty-handed. I don't know, just to kind of kick things off, I think I might just kind of reach for one of them and see what happens.
Your hand goes through their arm, and they laugh.
You think you're getting out of here?
Cooper, Harper, now!
Give me what you would like to roll and tell me why it works.
I mean, aggression. I'm just gonna try and go for him, and I already have my pin off, so that's my goal.
You're going to have to get higher than an 11 to get the right one. I will say that for you.
Ooh.
Okay.
Remember, if you're in your green zone, you can do it as many times as you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Let's see. 14.
You swing your arm, and you go to pin one. Your hand goes through, and then you hit another one, and it is solid.
Hey.
As soon as I feel it make contact, I twist.
They all out of existence. And you are in a completely empty arena. And you hear, and at the end of the room, there is a doorway.
Well, we learned a lot there.
Yeah.
But we did it. Let's get on our way.
Now let's get out of here.
Cooper, did you know?
What, that Gardner was alive?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. All they've ever told me is that he died. They wouldn't tell me how. Just that he was on a mission.
Guys, it'll be snowing soon. How about we get back to the trolley?
Yeah. After you.
I'll lead the way.
Head back.
Okay. You step through the doors, and they release you out as if you had stepped through the cafe doors, back into the street of the cafe district.
Yeah, I think we'll go down to the trolley.
Yep.
It is raining heavily now. But you make your way to the trolley. You wait a moment, and it pulls in. You step on. Sitting on the trolley is a woman. The woman, reading a book.
I'd rather not speak in front of her, but we don't really have much of a choice. Draper will at least wait until the trolley starts and it seems obvious that the storm begins.
Yeah. Just waiting to see kind of what happens with the weather.
Raining.
Last time we were on the trolley, eventually it almost started to feel like static or snow. Does that seem to come?
I think we have to mess with it. We have to mess with things.
Oh, shit.
She's still reading the book.
You look.
Yeah.
1984.
I'll say George Orwell.
She glances up, and everyone moves an item from one container to the next.
Yep.
It does not begin to snow, but Agent Draper, as you step, meaning to perhaps step towards the back of the trolley, you glitch, and you are suddenly at the back of the trolley. You take one step and you move 4 or 5 feet. Agent Cooper, she responds, "Yes, I started reading it a little while ago. It's well, I read it back in college, you see, but I thought it'd be an interesting read now that I'm older. Have you read it?"
Oh, it's been a long time. What did you think of House of Leaves?
House of Leaves?
Nah, I didn't read that one.
She thinks. And everyone moves an item from one container to the next. You're right. I did read that, didn't I? Gosh, I feel very silly. I liked it, I think. Yes, I think I did like it.
Something just happened to me.
I was gonna say, did I see that?
Oh yeah, he was there, and then he was 4 feet behind.
Like, afraid to move too much, I'll just turn around to face him with my arms kind of open. Like, why?
I want to try to walk calmly down toward him and see if the same thing happens to me.
You take a couple steps, and then you also glitch, about the same place that he did when he was walking down the hall of the train.
Like, if they suddenly appear close to me, I'll, like, almost try to brace them and grab
Yeah.
them.
You're almost face to face, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I start walking the other way, will I glitch forward?
You walk forward and nothing happens.
But if I return to Harper, does it happen again?
You step over that same spot and you glitch, but Harper, have you moved?
Nope.
You are like chest to chest up against each other when you glitch and bump into her.
There's a glitch.
Ow.
I don't know how.
No, I said ow.
Sorry. I thought this was a dream. I thought this was in our heads. Why is there a glitch? That's a computer thing.
Well, okay, so when I reported the suitcase, and I kind of glance over to Cooper also, Control asked me to report any, like, additional anomalies. They said that the anomalies are unrelated to our case. Maybe something's just happening to Blue City. Like, the voids that we've seen.
You saw it today.
Unfortunately, yes. I think it's changing, or it's altered by someone or something, or...
Well, it's probably altered by Gardner and then that team of his that's trying to affect the city.
Erica, who is sitting kind of in the middle of your conversation, looks at all three of you, worry on her face. And we're going to move 2 items from one container to the next as it begins to snow.
I'm going
And
to
she
reach
said-
out a hand.
Yeah.
I want to make physical contact.
You do. She's there. She's corporeal. Oh, sorry. I couldn't help it over here. Is something wrong?
Might be, yeah. Erica,
Oh.
do you ever feel like you're dreaming?
Well, of course, doesn't everyone?
What do you dream about?
Sometimes I dream that I'm flying. Sometimes, and she blushes, if I'm reading, a romance novel or something, I'll dream about other things. Sometimes I just dream that I had an exam and I forgot to study, all sorts of things.
Is this your life?
Of course it is. That's a very silly question. Sorry, do I know you?
We've met before. Yeah, my name is Roger.
I remove an item from one container to the next.
Draper, seeing the snow, I think is a little. I don't know if I really care what this woman is thinking or saying, but I think he actually like grabs Harper and sits her down next to Cooper, or close to, and is like,
As he grabs onto Harper and begins to set her down, Harper grabs onto him too and immediately imagines the two of them somewhere else.
Okay, make your access roll, Agent Harper.
Shit.
What is fucking happening?
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Exactly an 11. Ugh.
Oh,
Agent Harper, where do you imagine you and Agent Draper reappear?
Somewhere private and quiet, like a closet or something.
You grab Draper and you think really hard. And you find yourselves in that same closet that you appeared in during your first dive. You smell dried fruit, flour, vanilla, and coffee.
Harper, what are you doing?
Agent Cooper. Your friends, your colleagues have disappeared and left you with Erica. What would you like to do?
I just look around and it's like par for the course at this point. I think they are in very deep at this point, and so just he's going to continue to push. And he'll say, "How long have you been here?"
On the train? Just a few minutes. I'm just going into town.
No, I mean in the city. Do you remember?
She thinks, and everyone's gonna move an item from one container to the next. I don't remember.
I think you're dreaming, Erica. I think this is a dream.
Roger, what are you talking about? Don't be silly.
I think
Dream.
Yeah, I think this is all a dream, and we're here together, and you're asleep somewhere else, and you're someone else, and you're dreaming.
But I'm going into town.
Do you know for
I'm reading
what?
I don't know. Oh, God.
Don't be scared. You're safe. Don't be scared.
No. Like I can't breathe. We're all gonna move an item from one container to the next.
Yep. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to frighten you. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'll leave you alone. I'll leave.
I think I need to get off the train. And she pulls the thing, and the bell rings, and the trolley jerks to a stop. And the snow is getting thicker now as she steps off the trolley. And outside, you see yourself in a completely different district from what you've ever seen before, Agent Cooper. Do you get off, or do you continue back to the main area of Blue City?
I will look at Erica and I will say, would you like me to go with you, or do you need your space?
She looks afraid of you.
Yeah. I'll just promise me something.
Yeah.
Try to remember me.
Goodbye, Roger. And she leaves, and the trolley doors close. And as the trolley doors close, the camera shifts again to Harper and Draper, who are uncomfortably close in a very small cabinet in a cafe.
Harper, what's going on? What?
I couldn't let you talk.
What? But the snow, we're safe with the snow.
No, it's not the snow, it's Cooper.
What do you mean?
I've been getting messages too.
Okay.
Every single one of them warned me not to trust Cooper.
He seems harmless. I mean, if anything, he's like the most terrified of the three of us.
The first one was Morse code, and it was coming through my speaker in my room. It said, Cooper is dangerous. And the second one was on my desk in soap or lotion. It said, Cooper is a murderer. Do not believe his lies. And the third one I received today with my HP debrief.
What does it say?
I pull the note out of my pocket, and while we can't read it, I showed the note and I say, Cooper is a murderer. Do not believe his lies.
I mean, for a minute I thought that maybe my notes were coming from somebody outside of Control, but this has to be Control trying to set us up against each other.
Maybe. Think about it, though. Scared little boy, right? Scared, thinks up a gun on our first dive and pulls it. And I'm not certain that he was pulling it on the HP. I think he was pulling it on you for not complying. I think he's afraid of something, but I don't know if it's Control.
All right, well, I mean, I guess I should just tell you what I know, which is that I had a dream. It didn't involve us at the beach. I dreamt about Blue City. I tried to access Blue City without the breathing apparatus and all that, and it worked. It wasn't as strong, it wasn't as vibrant as it is now, but I made it. And here I left this, and I show you a little pin that has an exclamation mark instead of a question mark. I left it on a column, and it was still there when we came today.
Where did you get that?
I just made it up. I just thought it up. I just figured it'd be something I'd remember. So we can access Blue City. It probably just takes practice. It takes time. I don't know exactly how that helps us, but it's something.
If it is Control giving us these messages, it's because they don't want anyone else having the key. If we can even trust what that annoying kid was even saying. I don't know what to do with this.
I don't think we should trust Linus and that crew either. I mean, we don't know who to trust is the problem, but now we at least have some names. I feel like I have a better understanding of what's going on than I did the last time we did this. There's a faction. There's somebody else trying to get access to Blue City, trying to get control, and I think that key is, well, the key. I don't know, maybe the next time we're here we should ask about it or look for it or something. I don't know, I guess maybe Control already has it. I don't know what to do other than to just keep going. This Cooper thing really throws a wrench in this. I don't know, I trust him. At least I did.
Maybe you can confront him about it.
About what? About the gun? About...
Say you got the message.
Do I tell him that I knew Gardner was alive?
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Just know I can't do it because Control trusts me. I'm getting, not very much, but I'm getting information from them. And if I'm a good little soldier, maybe I'll get more, but I can't do it.
Okay, fine. Yeah, sure. I'll confront him. It's gonna be okay. This is progress. This is good. All right. Well, maybe wish us back.
My heart is pounding. Maybe we should just walk.
Listen, and I'll like kind of take her by the shoulders. It's okay. We're gonna figure it out. The ruse is working. They believe us. They at least believe you. I'm on my best behavior. We'll get through this.
For some reason, I believe you.
Maybe it's that charming face of mine. Just seems very
Shut up.
trustworthy.
Don't flatter yourself.
All right, we should get back. I mean, we got to confront Cooper before we run out of time.
If he keeps talking, we might already be out of time. So, yeah, let's go.
I'll kind of hold on to your hand just to make sure I don't get left behind.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. I'll just think of Cooper.
Cooper, where are you right now?
I would have taken the trolley to the end of the line to the main area to make it back to the phone banks.
You ride it for a moment, and you find yourself back at the trolley station for the third time today. Harper, make your roll.
Fortunately, I got a 14.
You
How's
both.
that heart rate doing?
It's bad.
You both reappear next to Agent Cooper.
Where the fuck did you all go?
I don't know. I think it was the glitch.
Cooper, I have to tell you something. I was told Gardner was still alive before the second dive we made.
By who?
A message, a written note that was left in my cubicle, in my cell. I don't know what it. I mean, obviously we know what it means now. He really is alive, and he's in charge of some kind of other side. I don't know who was feeding me that information.
Why wouldn't you have told me that?
Because I wanted to protect you. Because I don't know who to trust. Because they also told me something else about you. Cooper, did you kill someone?
What fucking what? Did I what?
Draper's just like staring you dead in the face, just waiting for more
No! No!
I trust you. It's just I'm getting conflicting messages. I'm getting different messages not to trust you.
Yeah, I got a message not to trust you. That didn't last long, fucking did it? And you kept to yourself the entire time that my handler was fucking alive? Maybe that first message was right after all.
It's clear that somebody's trying to fuck with us. I don't have any bad intentions against you or Harper. I think it's control, trying to keep us untrusting of each other, right? And I'm kind of looking at Harper to get some kind of agreement or something.
Look, if I would have gotten that message, Cooper, I would have kept it from you too.
That doesn't fucking
Not
surprise me
because
at all.
not because I don't trust you, but because you're not the most reliable when it comes to keeping your head. What would telling you have done?
Honestly, maybe have gotten me on board with you all a lot quicker.
Like you have a choice.
Well, I got lots of choices now, Harper.
Yeah, like what?
Maybe I tell Control about these little conversations we're having when they can't listen in.
Cooper,
What do you think about that?
we're working towards something. We've made progress. Why?
Do you even know what you're working towards? What?
Understanding? Escape?
At what cost?
Come on, Cooper. We're so close to actually making progress here, but we're the only people you can trust.
I thought so too. I thought so too. I got a call to make. I want to pick up the phone.
I'll look at Harper like, are we going to let him do this?
I talk quietly. Who are they going to trust, Cooper or the lead agent?
Make your roll, Cooper.
With pleasure. $13.
The
My heart
line
rate's getting a little
connects,
high.
and you wake up back in the auditorium. Your heart rate, you can hear it beeping. Same with Harper's. Quite actively, but not quite as bad as yours. Your handler is there, as is another nurse. They hand you a glass of water.
I need to talk
Draper.
to someone.
Your handler nods. And they look up at the glass wall behind you. And then back at you. Before the other two appear, you are escorted out of the auditorium. Harper. Draper.
Whatever he says, what story do we stick to? We did our job and he's just rambling?
Just be as honest as you can without revealing too much.
Shit, now I'm scared.
Just remember, it's not about what happens, it's about what we tell them.
Gotcha. Good luck.
Yeah. You too.
I'll take the phone and I'll put it up to my ear.
Make your roll.
That's 11.
The call connects. You wake up. And Cooper is gone.
I'll
You're
resist.
handed water.
Yeah, I'll resist saying anything, or I'll just go through the routine.
Okay. Agent Harper. You go to reach for the phone. We're going to move an item from one container to the next as your hand passes through it.
I just close my eyes for a moment, nod like, yeah. Are these the same phones that we've used every time?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to look on the ground. I dropped my question mark pin here, our first mission. Is
You
it still
did?
there?
Make an access roll for me.
Nope.
We're going to move an item from one container to the next.
Oh, no.
You don't see it.
Like I can just feel my heart pounding. Almost like feel it in my throat. Okay, this isn't funny anymore. And I will try to reach for the phone again.
All highs or lows?
Fuck. Highs.
Your hand connects.
Ugh.
Agent Draper,
Okay.
you can hear Harper's heart monitor going crazy. Harper, make your access roll.
Oh my god. 16.
Does that push you over?
No, but just fucking barely.
Agent Harper, you wake up with a gasp, and you can feel your heart as you awake pounding out of your chest. There are multiple nurses around you, including your handler, and they inject you with something that calms your heart, and you can feel yourself getting a little drowsy. Cooper is gone. Draper is still here.
As I'm relaxing, I just close my eyes and lay my head back against the bed or table or whatever it is that I'm on, and I need to talk to someone. I need to talk about the mission.
Your handler nods. Draper, you see them glance at the mirror behind you and back at Harper. And that is where we're going to end this episode.